y'all? It's AnyaAnaise, guys, aka Child. I'm back with another video. As you can tell by the title, I'm doing my labor and delivery story time. I was going to add my labor and delivery vlog, but now that I'm thinking about it, it's really personal. Like, I don't want to post it on YouTube. I take it that's really personal, and then inside the vlog, I really have my delivery, like the baby's coming out of me, so I have that in the vlog too. And I just don't want to post that. I don't want to post nothing. I don't want to post the vlog at all because I just take it's so personal. So I don't know how everybody else was able to post their vlog because it is too personal for me to post. And even in this story time, I'm not gonna go into details. I'm just gonna tell y'all the main parts, and that's it, because labor and delivery is really personal to me, especially my vlog. So I'm not gonna put my vlog. But before we get into the video, like, comment, subscribe to my channel, turn on post notification by clicking that bell, and let's get into the video. Story time. I'm not gonna give names. I'm not gonna say who was there and who wasn't there. I'm not gonna do all of that. And I didn't have a lot of people there because I feel like don't nobody fuck with me. To be honest, I really feel like that. I feel like people only want to be in my business and see my baby because she a baby, but no. So I really didn't want nobody there. So I only had a couple people there. I only told a couple people who could visit after I gave birth. So a lot of people wasn't there, and a lot of people did not visit because I did not allow them to, and I did not tell them I went to labor, and I did not tell them where I was at. I didn't tell them anything, so take it how you want. So I'm going to tell y'all when I knew I was already going to labor. I knew I was going to labor around the 25th, around the 26th of November. I knew I was going to labor because I was just leaking a lot. So I went to the hospital, and they were saying, nothing wrong with you, you could go home, you're fine, this, that, and the other. So I was only staying in the hospital for like 2 hours, 3 hours. The day I went to the hospital is the same day I made what's packing my hospital bag, or what's in my hospital bag. Whenever I post that video, it's the same day I went to the hospital because I was leaking too much. So when I went to the hospital, they just like, oh, you okay, you're fine, you go home, nothing wrong. If this happened, come back, blah, 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 blah. So I went home. So, on Thanksgiving Day, I was having contractions. Like, a contraction basically feel like a strong cramp. That's really what it is. A contraction basically like a cramp. That's how I feel. A contraction is like a cramp. So what happened was, my room was cold. Like my whole house was cold. My room was cold. I didn't feel like putting on the heat. I didn't feel like doing nothing because I was having cramps already. So usually when it's cold and I stretch or something, like when I stretch my leg or my arm or something, I get a cramp because I don't know why. Usually just when it's cold and I stretch or something, I get a cramp. So my room was cold, so I was having contractions, and I was stretching at the same time when I was laying in bed. So I was just thinking, oh, it's because it's cold in the house. That's what I was thinking. I wasn't thinking, oh, those contractions, because you're about to go into labor soon. I wasn't thinking that. But I kept having them, and I was having the contractions. They would come like every 20 minutes or something like that. But I would sleep while I was having contractions. Like, you know how you sleep, but you still feel pain, or you still hear a little bit. I wasn't in a deep sleep. I was in a regular sleep. So I could still feel my contractions and stuff. So I stayed in bed on Thanksgiving until like 12:01. I got up, got dressed, and I was perfectly fine. Ate my food and everything. I was still perfectly fine. But the next day, I had a doctor's appointment. So the next day was a Friday. On the 29th, it was a Friday. So on the 29th, I went to my doctor's appointment. My doctor that I usually see was not there because she took vacation a week early. So the doctor I seen, I was telling the doctor, oh, I'm having contractions. A lot. I'm having contractions more than I usually have contractions. I'm leaking a lot. I'm telling her everything was going on. She was like, oh, well, that's fine. That's supposed to happen. Da 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 da. You go home. We're gonna reschedule for next Friday. Because that Friday, on the 29th of November, I was 39 weeks in one day. So the next Friday after that, I was gonna be 40 weeks in one day. So she rescheduled me to come a week later. My grandmother was always like, oh, you're not gonna last until that day. Like, you're not gonna last, like, the baby's coming this weekend. That's what they were telling me. They were like, the baby's coming this weekend. So when I was on my way home after the doctor, I had a strong contraction, like, literally on my way. So I'm just sitting there, like, there's a strong contraction, and it lasted for like 30 seconds. I would say between 20 seconds to 40 seconds lasted. It went away. It went away for about a minute or two. It came straight back. So I was like, okay, now these really contractions. Like, and at that moment, I was like, yup, this baby's coming today or tomorrow. That's what I was thinking. So when I was walking up to my door, my stomach started hurting a little bit more. So when I got in the house, I called my grandmother and I called my mother and I told them. So they were like, well, the baby's coming. The baby's gonna come. The baby's coming. The baby's coming today. That's basically what they were telling me. So that's when I was like, oh, I want to make my last pregnancy update video. So the same day I made my last pregnancy update video on the November 29th, 2019, that's the day I went into labor. So, and I made my last pregnancy update video. I edited it, posted it, and then I was still fine. A couple minutes after I got finished posting and stuff, I started having contractions. Like, they would come back. Like, it was like 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes apart, 4 minutes apart, 2 minutes apart, 3 minutes apart, 5 minutes apart, because I was timing it. Like, I was literally timing it. So when I was timing it, I was like, okay, well, let me go get my stuff and bring it downstairs. So we sitting there, and I'm telling them, okay, the contraction's coming. The reason why I say we kind of want to say names who was in the house with me at that moment, because it's none of your business. And it wasn't a lot of people. But we sitting there, and I'm just like, well, contractions coming, they coming. And at the same time my contractions coming, I'm leaking. But my water didn't break yet. So around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I can't remember. But around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, my water broke. But your water broke different. Your water could break as blood and liquid, and then your water could break as like the fluid or the liquid, whatever you want to call it. So my water broke, and I was like, oh, I'm bleeding. So we got up and we went to the hospital. And as soon as we went to the hospital, I didn't have contractions anymore while we were sitting waiting in the ER. We only sat in the ER for like 10 minutes, and then I went into my room. So while I'm in the room, I was only allowed to have 2 people in the room. The whole time I was in labor, so I already had my 2 people. My 2 people came with me. So I called a couple people telling them I was in labor or whatever. I didn't tell a lot of people. I only called about like 2 people, 3 people, and that's it. So while I was in labor, I was fine, perfectly fine. Like, the contraction was coming, I was handling it. And then that's when the nurse had gave me these small little, like, the pills had to be like this, like literally like this big. And she was like, take these. I was like, what is it? At this point, I'm already like, can't focus. Like, I wasn't in my right mind at that moment. I don't know why, maybe because I was tired. But I was like, what is it? And then she was like, just take it. So I took it, and what it was they induced my labor because my contractions wasn't coming fast enough. So those 2 little pills she gave me was her inducing my labor. And then they started getting stronger. So instead of having the epidural, whatever you call it, I don't know how to pronounce it, but the needle on your back to numb your legs, before I got that, because I did get that, So before I got that, they give you another medicine that go in your arm or whatever, and it make you sleepy. Like, it puts you in a deep sleep. So the whole time I was in labor, like that whole night, I was asleep, so I didn't feel that much pain. And then it started wearing off, so I was like, okay, I want some more because I want to go to sleep. I want some more, give me some more. I don't want to feel no pain, baby. I don't like pain. So she was like, oh, you can't get more, you can't get more. And I was like, okay. And she was like, and then this lady, then she Chinese. I'm not even trying to be funny, but she Chinese. And she got the audacity to tell me, oh, well, if you on your phone, then you're not in that much pain. First of all, I was testing one person back because that person was important for me to test back. So, yes, I was in pain, but I still could test back yes or no because I was answering the question. And then the contractions don't last a whole period of time. When the contractions stop, I wasn't in pain no more because the contraction already fucking stopped. So how's she gonna tell me if I'm in pain or not? Bitch, no, I was not in pain at that moment because I wasn't having a fucking contraction. Thank you very much. The hell? How the fuck you gonna tell me if I'm in pain or not? So at that point, I was like, I need her out of this. I need a new nurse. I don't like her. Because how she gonna tell me I'm in pain or not? Is it because I'm black? Like, that made me mad. So after that, she was like, well, you can't get no more of that medicine. If you need something else, you have to get epidural. So I'm like, okay, give me the epidural. Because at this point, I'm crying, I'm yelling, I'm in pain, give me some medicine. So they had me wait for like 2 hours. At least it felt like 2 hours to me. Maybe an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. I don't know. It felt like a long time because I was in pain. And then that's when they wanted to give me the epidural. So I'm over there holding on to this nurse. She was a black lady, so I was more comfortable with her. Not trying to be racist or nothing, but she was a black lady, and I was more comfortable with her. And she was like big set, so I was holding on to her like this because first of all, no, nobody was in the room at the moment. I think they had to leave out the room. I really can't remember, but I think the two people I had in the room, I think they actually had to leave out the room while I got my epidural. So I couldn't hold on to the person I actually wanted to hold on to. So therefore, I had to hold on to the new nurse. Yeah, so that means I waited like 3 hours to get that epidural when I told the lady I wanted it earlier because they were switching shifts. That's how I got the new nurse. So I hold on to the nurse like that. They put a thing in my back. Let me tell y'all, that epidural don't feel like nothing. It literally feel like somebody pinched you and then it's over with. You just can't move. And then when you know that you're getting something in your back, like a needle or something, you will be still. Like, it's not, oh, what if I move? No, it's not like that. You will be still. Especially when you're in this, the contractions really don't hurt as much. And especially if you're holding on to somebody. Like, the two people I had in the room, they had to leave out the room for me to get the epidural. I don't know why they work like that, but that's what they did in the hospital. So after that, the legs went numb. And then after my legs went numb, I went to sleep a little bit. And then that's when the nurse came in. She like, okay, she checked me, and she like, okay, time for you to push. I can't feel nothing from my waist down, so I'm just holding my legs up, pushing. They're like, oh, I see the head. It's right here. So they were like, okay, well, now we have to stop. So rested because the baby was coming out upside down, like the baby face was up and not down. Like the baby face was down, but the baby face was up. So they wanted the baby to move in her position to come out. So they leaned me that way. Like my legs were like this, this pillow thing, I don't know what it's called, but this pillow thing was between my legs to leave my legs open like this. And they left for like 20 minutes, came back, they're like push. So I pushed for like another 15 minutes. And that's when they're like, okay, well, take another rest. So they put my legs this way because the baby head still was coming up and not down. So after they did that, they left like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, came back, and then I started pushing for like about an hour. Boom, baby here. That's it. That was the whole story. And then that's when the epidural started wearing off, and then I was just sore down there. I was so sore. I was bleeding and everything. I was just so sore, like so sore. I don't even want to describe it. I was so sore down there. And then at this time, I'm getting a fever. Like, as soon as the baby came out, I hold the baby or whatever, the baby leaves so they could clean the baby off or whatever. And then I started getting a fever and stuff. And that's when they gave me some medicine. And the fever went away in like an hour. And I was still sitting on that bed. And then I was bleeding too much. They thought something was wrong. And after that, the bleeding would slow down a little bit. And then I went to my other room, because you don't stay the same when you give birth. And you do labor and delivery in one room, and then they take you downstairs to another room for your stay, your 2-3 day stay. So I stayed there for like, so I went downstairs, got my baby stayed in the room with me the whole time, because most hospitals don't let you keep your baby, but this hospital let me keep my baby in the room with me. So the baby was in the room with me the whole time. So I stayed there for another 2 days. So I was only in the hospital for like 4 days, I think. The day I came in, the day I gave birth, and then 2 days after that. I was in the hospital for like 4 days altogether. And that's it. It wasn't really hard. I didn't feel no pain because I was on epidural. But without the epidural, I don't think I could do it. But yeah, that's in this video. It's not like y'all thought it was. Like, I wasn't in that much pain because I got the medicine. I was only in pain before the medicine. And I was asleep. To be honest, I was asleep the whole time I was in labor. The whole time I was asleep. I only woke up a couple, like 2-3 times. I only woke up, and I was in labor from like 10 o'clock on the 10 o'clock on the 29th, and then the 30th at 5:30. I'm not gonna give you the exact time, but around 5 and 5:30, that's when the baby came. So from 10 o'clock on the 29th to the 30th, around 5 o'clock, that's how long I was in labor, and I was asleep the whole time. I wasn't hungry or anything like that because I could go a long time without eating and drinking. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications by clicking that bell. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at AnyaAnaise, AnyaAnaise. And the only thing that really hurt it was after birth. Like, after I gave birth, like after the medicine wore off, because I was so down there. That's the only part was hurting, and it lasted about 2 weeks because I'm not in pain anymore. Just a little bit, but not anymore. But that's in this video. So I'm out. Oh, I'm sorry that I'm not posting the labor and delivery vlog, because like I told y'all that I only woke up 3 to 4 times, and before and after I vlog, but not that much. But I'm not posting it because it's personal to me and I don't want to post it. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm out.